Just in time. Just in time. She got there. Just in time. Up the radio, Randy.
What?
Well, you know, a little bit of consideration around, Andrew. Makes life easier, doesn't it?
Give us a break.
No, not the dawn fire inspection again.
What's going on?
How's Annie, Hollis?
Sticking it where it doesn't belong, as usual.
Thought he'd caught Annie with a female visitor.
Can't you get your frills any other way? Reggie?
Just watch it, Deacon.
Or what? What are you going to do, Reg? Report me to the Federation Rec?
A startled Carthy's gonna slash and run, not hang around to stab someone 16 times.
Tidyman's just the sort who would have had a go.
Late, it's dark. Tidyman is attacked here as he opens his car door. He dies over there with wounds to the stomach and back. He was trying to get away. Someone was very determined to kill him.
We're running out of suspects.
There's a lot we don't know about Mark Tidyman, especially with his personal stuff still being tied up.
Do we know what it's all about?
Still in litigation with his first wife 7 years after the divorce.
Never marry a barrister, eh?
If the section house sergeant hadn't turned up, there would have been bloodshed.
Well, listen, Deacon.
Deacon, nothing. The old corridor was going for him.
Here, you're on the move, Reg.
Oh, thanks a lot, Barry.
We heard the riot 3 floors up.
Yeah, look, it was a small difference of opinion, wasn't it?
No, the way I heard it was a remarkable consensus of opinion.
Look, Vance, if I'm thinking of moving out of the section house, it's nobody's business but mine, all right?
Reg, don't forget to have a word with Mr. Conway about your changed domestic circumstance, will you?
So,
this Tidyman case, we got any ideas?
What, 2-month-old murder inquiry? No witnesses, no clues. No wonder Hammett threw it back at us.
Well, that's only because I wanted all available bodies in the Hatton incident room.
They know a sticker when they see one.
I'm surprised you let Alistair run it.
Yeah, well, it's not really my thing, is it? Talking to computers.
Alice has done a good job.
Well, the trail's so cold, he's going to need a snowplow to find it.
well, look, I've had it out to here with communal living. I mean, frankly, I've been thinking about getting my own place for some time now.
Well, you be careful, Reg. It's a cold, uncaring world out there.
Yeah, do my own think for a change.
What, your own cooking?
I'm not helpless, you know.
I don't know. Looks like they've started without us.
Where were you? You're supposed to be standing by.
All right, sorry, mate, we've got held up. All right.
Tell that to him.
Oh, is he all right?
I hope so.
Just leave us alone!
What's the name?
Gates. Psychopath, if you ask me. Here's the order. Owner ain't been paying the mortgage.
Right. Mr. Gates, now come on, you're just making things worse for yourself.
You're not getting in!
We've got a job to do, mate!
Look, can we calm this right down before somebody else gets hurt? Can't you give them an extra couple of days to get themselves sorted out?
They had the notice yesterday.
Sir?
Alice, sir, come in. It's the Tidyman investigation.
Yeah, we're hoping to have the warrant to serve on Tidyman's solicitors later today.
I've been discussing the case with the Detective Chief Superintendent. We've decided to wind up the incident room.
With all due respect, sir, it's too soon. With Tidyman's estate still in probate...
Wills are rarely that surprising in my experience. You've done a good job, Alistair. And I know it's difficult putting a murder inquiry on file, particularly when you've lived and breathed it for weeks. But you've got to let this one go.
Sir.
I'll leave it to you to pack up the incident room. Oh, and go and see Mrs. Tidyman. Usual reassurances. Meadows.
Think you're in.
Police, Mr. Gates, we're coming in.
Coming in the back way!
Watch yourself.
Now you get out of our home! You ain't got no right to be in here!
All right.
Okay, give us a bit more time.
Yeah, look, come on. Now, look, put that down. We're going to solve anything like this. This is a legal repossession.
We paid our rent last month, right? There's got to be some misunderstanding.
Yeah, but look, we ain't going to sort it out like this.
Stop it, Terry. Come on, look, you're frightening Johnny. Now, come on.
Come on, Mr. Gates. Hey, you and me, we'll go outside and get some details. Come on. Give me that. Come on. Come on, there's a boy. Come on now.
Come on, Dann.
Come on, Mr. Gates.
I was even going to put a shower in.
Look, believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
We just signed a new lease.
Yeah, but you'll have to sort it out with your landlord, won't you?
Can't just chuck us out like that.
Look, Mr. Gates, the sooner you take yourselves down to council, the sooner you'll be able to get something organised, right?
Yeah, will you just take your hands off her, right?
Look, I'm afraid we have to let these people do their jobs, that's all.
No!
Hey, Terry!
Go, easy!
Terry!
Come here. This is our home! We haven't done anything wrong!
You have now!
I hate these long investigations. Going over somebody's life with a fine-tooth comb until you know the poor tosser better than he knew himself.
And now it's all for nothing.
Yeah, well, let's get this done, eh? Get back to the real world before we forget how to make an arrest.
What's this, a teddy bear's picnic? We haven't got all day, you know.
I take it you agree with the DCI's decision?
Oh, come off it, Alistair. There were 20 bodies in here in the first week. Now, 8 weeks later, there's you three following up long shots. If you don't solve a murder in the first few days, you might as well sit back and hope someone walks in and confesses. Isn't that right, Tosh?
Yeah.
Murder is a boring crime. 9 times out of 10, it's the nearest and dearest, and my money's been on the grieving Mrs. Tidyman since day one.
Without a shred of evidence.
We should have leaned on her when we had her in.
She also happens to be a victim.
No, Alistair. Tidyman is the victim.
Come on, you're in a police station now. Start behaving
Yeah,
yourself.
I want to press charges.
Look, you got that wrong, matey. You're the one who's being charged.
Right, what have we got?
Bit of aggravated repossession charge. Injured one of the bailiffs and had a go at the other one.
Yeah, I'm not the one that should be being arrested.
Name, please.
We've been robbed of our rent. I want to report a crime.
One thing at a time, Mr.
Gates. And the sooner you calm down, Mr. Gates, the sooner you'll be out of here and of some use to your family.
What are we going to do?
First thing we know about the repossession was yesterday. But we paid up our rent. It come early this time. Deposit too. I mean, where are we going to find a deposit for another place?
Can you give me the name of the landlord, Mrs. Gates?
Eddie Tiernan.
Any address?
Someone else always collected the rent. What's going to happen to Terry?
Well, he'll be bailed when he's cooled off. Look, this Eddie Tiernan, does he live nearby? I mean, have you seen him around the place?
$402 Echo Yankee November, yeah?
Tosh, take a look at this. Remember Eddie Tiernan? Joe Tiernan's right-hand man till Big Brother went down for property fraud a few years back. Well, he looks like Eddie's starting up the family business again. Repossession. Not a penny paid on a mortgage, tenants out of pocket and on the street.
Right.
Sounds familiar?
I'll get back.
Want me to look into it? Yeah, track
Thanks
him
a
if you
lot.
can.
Bye.
The Building Society might have more idea of a recent address than we have.
Just my line. Cosy chats with building society managers.
I want this slippery toe rag nailed to the floor on this one. Right?
Right.
Is Alistair still in the incident room, Tosh?
He's gone out. Went to see Mrs. Tidyman.
I don't believe this. We're up to our ears and he's out making social calls.
Gov, I think you should take a look at this.
Parking? Well, FF. FF?
Fully furnished.
That's what I thought it was, yeah.
You've been institutionalised too long, Reg.
Sarge, yeah, I've just had a call from DC Pierce at Haleford CID. They've just pulled in one of their regulars.
A Sydney Regan driving a BMW currently registered to Mark
Tidyman? Yeah, Goldings Park. Claims he bought it last week. They're wondering if someone could go over there and check it out. Over?
Nice timing, Viv. I'm on my way there now, over.
Hello, Sergeant.
Morning, Mrs. Tidyman. I hope they might catch you in.
I haven't been going in much lately. They seem to manage without me. Still, at least it gives me time to keep up with this. He loved all this, you know. Come in, won't you?
Yeah, if I could. Thanks. Very nice.
It was a favourite of Mark's. You know how you acquire each other's tastes? Or rather, I acquired his tastes.
Chief Inspector Meadows asked me to let you know what's happening.
Have you?
No, nothing like that. No fresh developments. Things have slowed up somewhat, as they tend to do at this stage of an inquiry. But all new information is being examined closely as it arises.
So that's it, is it?
No, not at all, Mrs. Tiedemann. We still have several active lines of inquiry in hand.
I understand what you're saying, Sergeant.
It's simply a less intensive phase of the investigation.
I see. To be honest, it's a relief. The thought of a trial, hearing the sordid details of how it actually... And in the end, does it matter who killed him? It won't bring him back, will it?
No.
Do you know, it's taken me 2 months to take his suits to Oxfam.
It can't be easy, I'm sure.
What is the decent period of mourning these days, Sergeant? No one seems to know.
I think you'll know yourself when it's time to be letting go.
Letting go? So you are telling me it's over, Sergeant?
Inasmuch as a murder investigation never can be, Mrs. Tiedemann. If you think of anything else that might have a bearing on the case, however trivial it may seem, please don't hesitate to get in touch.
Thank you, Sergeant Gregg, for everything.
Everything and nothing.
No, you've been very straight with me all along. I appreciate that.
Goodbye, Mrs. Tiedemann, and good luck.
Goodbye.
Mrs. Tiedemann, there was just one other thing. Your husband's car.
It's been sold. That's all right, isn't it? When it was returned to me, they said they were finished with it.
No problem. Could I just ask you about the person you sold it to?
William Newman.
Newman.
Yeah, I was just filling in the registration form. I never got round to sending it off.
Well, how did you find the buyer?
An ad in Exchange and Mart.
Could you describe him to me at all?
Not really very good with faces. He just turned up, took one look at it and bought it.
Yeah, of course. How did he pay for it?
Oh, cash.
Sierra Oscar from DS Gregg.
Stealing.
I'd like a word with the DCI, please. And can you get in touch with Haleford CID and ask them to hang on to Sidney Regan? I may need to talk to him.
2 weeks? I can't wait 2 weeks.
There you are.
No, look, I need it today. Well, immediate occupancy, it says here. What do you mean, professional female only? It's a bit sexist, isn't it?
Edge, come on.
Yes, Jim, yes. What do you mean you don't like my attitude?
Sidney, he's done time for just about everything. Latest stretch was 8 years for armed robbery. Been out less than a year.
You'd think you'd know better than to go running red lights.
Of course, we took an immediate interest in where he got his wheels. Swears he bought the car last week. Seems to have mislaid the bill of sale already.
What about William Newman?
Never heard of him. See if Sidney can shed a light. Sidney, this is Detective Sergeant Gregg from the Met at Sunhill.
Mr. Regan? I won't keep you long. I just want to clarify 1 or 2 things.
You lot never let up. Once a bloke's been inside, he's fair game, right?
You say you bought a red BMW from Mrs. Celia Tiedemann on Tuesday of last week for cash, is that right?
Any law against it?
According to Mrs. Tiedemann, the man who bought the car gave his name as William Newman.
Well, that's the fellow that's going to buy the car off me. Well, why do the paperwork twice?
You had a customer lined up before you bought the car?
Yeah, that's right.
Can we confirm this with Mr. Newman?
Well, he's out of the country.
An address so we can confirm he exists?
I don't know his address. I met him down the pub.
So you're saying you bought a car on behalf of a man you hardly know on the understanding that he'd buy it off you when he got back from his holidays? Just how much did you pay for the car, Mr. Regan?
Well, 10,000.
Is he going to be much longer, love?
I'm sorry, sir. He's with a customer.
You did tell him it was police business, did you?
Anyway, he came down through there last night and he stood here.
Yeah, all right.
Tried to throw
You just got into the
and he's tried to throw something through the window. I came through the door.
Oh, come on. This is harassment. Anyone can go through a red light.
He has a point, Alistair.
Yeah, I know. I've had 45 non-stop minutes of it.
What you got, Alistair?
He's using a false name, so I won't say why. What's more, he paid 10,000 for a car with a book value of about 27.
Mrs. Tideman must have been in a generous mood.
Women and cars, eh?
Nah, not this woman.
Oh, hello. I wonder if I could have a look at the flats. You know, in the basement.
What's it about now? Those kids moved out weeks ago. It's got nothing to do with me.
No, madam, I don't think you understand.
I don't think you can hold me responsible. Anyway, don't you need a warrant?
Well, no, I'm looking for somewhere to live. You know, with myself, like.
It's been let.
Yeah, but the sign says that there's a flat.
I told him to take it out the window. He never listened. Sorry.
Yeah, but...
Thanks.
Mr. Lyons, so sorry to have kept you waiting. What can I do for you?
It's about a house you repossessed this morning.
You do understand we contract that work out, so the injured man is not actually an employee.
No, I'm trying to trace the mortgage holder, Mr. Tiernan, concerning a deposit and rent owed to the tenants.
Yes, well, they were unauthorised tenants.
It would be helpful if you could let me know Tiernan's last known address.
Account details are confidential.
I would have thought you'd have an interest yourself finding out where Tiernan was, if he never paid any money on the mortgage.
That's not for me to confirm or deny. Our customers have a right to privacy.
The bailiffs seem to know more than you do about it. What about the family on the street, Mr. Billings? What about their right to privacy?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Lyons. If a mortgage has been obtained fraudulently, the society has every right to exercise its own discretion as to whether or not the police should be involved.
Well, I can't find this advert, Sarge. That'd be easy enough to miss.
Or it's simply not there. This is what the Hilford LIO had on Regan.
Right.
We're looking for a point of contact between Regan and Tideman prior to the murder. Start with workplaces.
Regan's last known employment was a construction company called Hardcastle and Sons.
Steve, I thought you were supposed to be pulling some files for me, or was I talking to myself? And I didn't even know you were back from your travels.
Yes, sorry, Gov. The DCI said...
You're getting a bit tight with him, aren't you?
There's been a new lead. The DCI okayed it for me to have Viv.
Oh. Well, I wish he'd bothered to tell me.
Don't do it, Reg. They're a bunch of sharks.
Addresses, workplaces, known associates. It's all out of date anyway if he's been inside for the last 8 years.
Where was he in prison?
Which stretch? Take your pick. He's been everywhere.
Most recent.
The Scrubs. They're different worlds, Sarge. Where is a character like Regan going to rub shoulders with a barrister's family?
As Regan claims, I suppose. Exchange and Mart, the great leveller. We've got a match.
Who's Brian Wilcox?
He's a cousin of Tideman's. He was interviewed early on and cleared. Let's see. 4 months in the Scrubs for embezzlement, January to April last year. What about Regan?
He was there till October.
We better get the DCI in on this.
Yeah.
So then he says the society exercises its own discretion about involving the police. I could have throttled the smug git.
Yeah, well, they're trying to keep the lid on the number of frauds they're uncovering. Mind you, if they're handing out mortgages to the likes of Eddie Tiernan without checking his credentials, well, it serves them right.
Yeah, but it doesn't exactly help us put him away, does it?
We'll catch up with him.
Right, drop what you're doing. I want everybody back on the Tideman case now. Tosh, bring in Mrs. Tideman, then see if you can pick up Brian Wilcox. Frank, I've got a warrant on old Tideman's personal papers. So get down to his solicitors, will you? Alistair will fill you in, and then we'll have a look at your Mr. Regan.
I tell you, being an executor's a thankless task.
Yeah, well, it's better be good. It's taken us long enough to get the warrant through.
Nobody's being obstructive, Inspector. Even Mrs. Tideman's been denied access to his papers, though she's been very persistent.
So what's she after? I thought they were supposed to be the perfect couple.
Start of a beautiful friendship, was it, Mr. Regan? Did you see a lot of Wilcox when he got out of prison, or did he approach you with some specific purpose in mind?
Let's try this for size, Sydney. Somebody wanted Mark Tideman dead. His wife, his cousin, maybe both of them. And they needed someone to do the job for them. And part of the payment for services rendered was a car. Saves those embarrassingly traceable financial transactions. Doesn't it?
Here we are, Mr. Gates. I should think your wife and son will be settled in by now. Look, don't worry. I'm sure it's only temporary. And mind how you go, eh? want to see if they got a room free, Reg?
Mrs. Tideman's on her way. I'll kick it off, shall I?
So? In here, please. So?
Thanks, Tosh.
Sergeant, I'm so glad you're here.
Mrs. Tideman?
I didn't understand. Is it the car? I've got all the papers. My husband died over that car. I just wanted to get rid of it. Wouldn't anyone?
Sit down, please, Mrs. Tideman. Interview with Celia Tideman, 1:55 p.m. DCI Meadows, DS Gregg in attendance. Mrs. Tideman, you have not been arrested, but I must caution you that what you say can be used in evidence. You have the right to have a solicitor present.
I really don't understand what the problem is.
Mrs. Tideman, do you know Sidney Regan?
No.
Could you tell us about the man who bought your husband's car?
William Newman.
And had you met Mr. Newman before this occasion?
Of course not.
And where did you meet him?
I advertised the car.
Where?
Oh, somewhere. One of those papers. I forget the details.
And that was the first time you'd met or heard of this man?
Yes.
Could you tell us about your relationship with Brian Wilcox?
He was a cousin of Mark's.
Did you visit him when he was in prison last year? Were you very close to Brian Wilcox, Mrs. Tideman?
I think I'd like to see my solicitor now.
So you got it sorted then, Rich?
Oh, yes, thanks, Bill, I did, yeah.
Because if you need a hand shifting your stuff, I know about 20 guys who'd love to help.
Oh, look, thanks, Barry, it's a lovely offer, but, well, I'm not moving that far as it goes.
What, you staying local?
Yeah, I'm just moving Collins, actually. Room H18.
But that's my corridor.
Yeah, we'll be neighbours.
Tosh.
Yeah?
What'd you make of this?
Right.
Wilcox is getting twitchy. I decided to let him stew a bit.
Just need for one of them to crack now.
So, Viv found this amongst Tideman's papers. It's a prenuptial agreement. Mrs. Tideman would have got nothing in the event of a divorce.
But I thought those things weren't worth the paper they're written on in this country.
Yeah, but presumably Tideman still fancied his chances of making it stick if it ever came to court.
And that was his undoing. Good work, Alistair. So, has Mrs. Tideman's solicitor got here yet?
Yes, sir. We're ready to resume.
Right, come on, Frank. Let's see what the lady has to say about this.
She won't be needing victim support.
Here you go. You look great.
You think so? I don't feel great.
No?
They said I should try to feel as much like her as I can. But wearing her clothes, it just feels spooky, that's all.
He's fresh in the job, Frank. Out to impress.
I'd be impressed if he could see what's staring us all in the face.
Believe me, Mayor knows what he's doing.
Does he know what this is costing? We were a gnats away from pulling Spencer for this murder before Amep even turned up. And in 2 weeks, he's used up enough overtime to knacker us for the next 6 months.
If that's what it takes.
It doesn't. We don't need his reconstruction. We know Spencer's our man.
So what's your connection between Spencer and Sally Evans on the day of the murder?
All it needs is a bit of pressure on Spencer.
What, you mean like hanging him up by his ankles till his eyes pop?
Sounds like a good idea.
There is no connection yet. And if you go to court without one, Spencer's counsel will do the rest.
So we go to Spencer direct.
And that sort of connection could put you in court. Look, this reconstruction's taken us 2 weeks.
Don't tell me.
It's a cooperative exercise. Now, whether it succeeds or not, I want it to run smoothly. And that means you don't bitch about Superintendent Mayor. You back him up.
Even if I do know who killed Sally Evans.
Everyone's saying it was a boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. Yeah, he's our prime suspect. But unless we know exactly what happened on her last day...
Does he know about this?
The reconstruction, yeah.
About me being her?
Yeah, he'll know someone's doing it.
What's he going to be thinking? What if he's out there watching me?
We're supposed to be up against the wall with resources, but Alec breeze in and get what they want.
Well, you know the score.
Yeah, and we're left to pick up the pieces.
If Mayor does come a cropper, it's not going to do you any harm. If the reconstruction does get results, you can't lose.
Well, he's going about it in a very expensive way. We must have interviewed half the population of Scannell. And between the time she left that shelter and the time her body was found, we know zilch. Apart from the fact that Spencer supposedly took the day off to service his cab, which tells me that he was waiting for her. And when she took a stroll, he jumped her.
He didn't know where she was staying.
That's his story, and we should be twisting his arm until he stops sticking to it.
Reg, I'm supposed to have 3 with me on the bus.
Your boss doesn't rate this reconstruction, does he?
He calls it a pantomime.
Doesn't that get up your nose with all that you've put into it?
The DI may behave like he's always right, but it doesn't mean he is. Look, if any of them give you any lip, just hit them with your handbag. Come on.
Well done, Dennis.
Nothing if not predictable.
Well done, Dennis. Where you come?
Suits you, Donna. Hey, Donna, is it true what they say then?
What's that?
That redheads are red hot?
Not for the boys, they're not.
Fancy a bite of ginger nut, George?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, as it goes. Man, I've gone over the side for worse. Sometimes it's worth it.
Well, I expect you know all about that, son.
Evil thoughts, Sergeant. Just healthy ones, Ron. Just healthy ones.
Makes you see why she didn't last long on Canley Fields, doesn't it, eh?
Listen to it, Ted. If we were looking for the random killer of a body like that on Canley Fields, what's the odds the motive would be sexual?
Too short for my money.
Exactly. And there was no sexual element. Which makes me think that we're looking for someone who knew her.
Reconstruction. That's what we're here to do today. To reenact the last hours in the short life of Sally Evans. PC Donna Harris, as you've observed, has kindly agreed to play the role of the murdered woman.
Yes, sir, what can we do for you?
I want to see Detective Inspector Burnside.
You're unlucky there, I'm afraid. He's in a meeting at the moment. Can I help?
No, I'll wait. Tell him Dan Spencer's here.
Sally Evans. Young, good-looking, and dead. The victim had a history of being beaten up by her boyfriend, one Dann Spencer. He's also the father of her 3-year-old kid, Debbie. Just over 2 months ago, Evans and Debbie ran away from Spencer and went into hiding in the shelter for battered women here. Now, we can't prove that Spencer ever found out where they were. But we do know that exactly 2 weeks ago, at 9:50, Evans left the shelter here to take a bus here, and that bus drove past Canley Fields here, where her dead body was found. Now, death was caused by a sharp blow to the neck, which could have been a karate chop. And so far, there's nothing to link that blow with her boyfriend.
Dan
Now, as
Spencer's in the
always,
front office.
it's
He'll only
essential
talk
we
to you.
keep an open mind and look at all other possibilities.
Could this be my lucky day?
We're looking for connections. Thank you, Jack. We're casting our net to catch vital memories about the last movements of this dead woman.
I heard about the reconstruction.
What's that got to do with you?
She was my girl.
So you decided to take the day off, did you? Just like you did a fortnight ago.
I'll leave it out, Mr. Burnside. You know I was just servicing my cab. I never saw her. I told you, I hadn't seen Sal since the day she left. That's over 2 months ago.
So your statement says.
Look, I'm not saying we didn't have our little tiffs, What couple don't?
But most men don't put their other halves in hospital. What does she do, eh? Go out with other blokes?
Everyone knows I always wanted her back.
Get stuffed.
I didn't kill her, Mr. Burnside. I loved her. I only came to see if I could help her.
Oh, you can.
All right. How?
Make a confession.
Right. When the bus comes, you and B team have got 2 stops to speak to the passengers and prepare them for when Donna gets on at the shelter, OK?
Yeah.
Now, it's important you keep that bus running on time.
I've already briefed the driver.
Rach, when you're dealing with the public, keep it simple.
Yes, Sarge, right. Sir, have you seen this woman?
Lovely.
So,
Rach!
So?
Customers!
Excuse me.
I'll introduce you to Mrs. Warner, the warden of the hostel.
Hello. Oh, God, you gave me quite a turn. Still, I suppose that's what you want, isn't it? Cheers.
Who would do a thing like that? It's not as though it's a grave.
Probably one of those women from the shelter. They're all raving. A lone mugger at this time of day. Place is crawling with punters. How does Mayer reckon he did it? Killed her out there, or dragged her up here first, screaming all the way? That mobile office has been there over a week. They've questioned everything that moves. Nobody saw anything. She was dumped. I know it, you know it, even the squirrels know it.
According to forensics, there was no struggle. It's a clean karate chop, no blood.
That points to Spencer and all. He's getting cockier. When he came to see me this morning, he asked if he could help. If you ask me, we should be lighting a fire under his pot, not frolicking out here with the daisies.
Trouble is, my friend, no one is asking you.
Vicky will take you up. She's got Sally's bed now.
I heard they had to close the refuge at Overton Road for lack of funds.
We've had to take in as many as we can.
Sally had a little girl, didn't she?
Yes, Debbie. She stayed here in the creche on the morning of the murder.
Where is she now? With her grandparents?
No. The father knows where they live. He could go round and snatch her back. Debbie's been fostered out.
Did she miss her father?
She missed a teddy bear more.
A teddy bear?
And her other toys. Things move fast when these girls make a run for it. Snatch a few bits and pieces, wrap up the kid and rush out into the street. It's always messy. When you're travelling light, things get left behind. Ah, Vicky. This is PC Donna Harris, who's going to be Sally.
Hello.
Hi.
Any action so far?
No, afraid not, sir. We did have one caller, sir.
Oh?
Dan Spencer.
He's getting about a bit this morning. What did he want?
He bought some flowers, sir.
Flowers?
Yes, sir. Over there, for the spot where she was found.
Oh, it's a bit of a minefield in here. Mind you don't break your neck. Oh, God, sorry.
You knew Sally, didn't you, Vicky?
Only for the last 3 weeks.
That bruise looks fresh, though. I thought you were supposed to leave that sort of thing behind when you moved in here.
My own fault, stupid cow. Shouldn't have gone back to me local. Bumped into my old man, didn't I?
Looks more like he bumped into you. How do I look? Reckon I look like Sally?
Dead spit. And it's doing my head in seeing you sitting there just like she did before she left.
Hey, come on. We've got to find out who did it.
Oh, I hope you do. And I hope you hang the bastard. She simply couldn't stand the thought of being hit again. No, nothing would have made Sally go back to Dan Spencer.
Did she ever slag him off?
She was too terrified of him.
What, even here?
If fear runs deep enough, it doesn't need to be rational.
And you're certain that Spencer never found out about Sally being here?
Yes. Well, you always know if they find out. The whole street knows.
I hope he's not out there now.
I hope he is.
Donna, you ready? Bus is on its way.
Vicky, thanks for your help. I'll see you later, eh?
Yeah. That's what Sally said.
Sierra Oscar from 643 receiving over.
Go ahead, June.
Donna's on her way out of the hostel now.
Received.
Good luck, Donna.
And the same from all of us. Pity it's not the real Sally.
Excuse me, sir. I wonder if you wouldn't mind answering a few questions.
This is a police reconstruction of an event which happened exactly 2 weeks ago. If you saw this woman with the green jacket and red hair, please contact one of our officers. I repeat, please contact one of our officers if you think you've seen the woman with the long red hair.
Now remember, if the model does jog your memory, raise your hand and speak to either myself or one of my fellow officers.
Doors, please, driver. And please, no speaking directly to the model herself.
She's not the same. She's different.
It's a different woman, dear. The other one's different.
I know that. She's not the same.
In what way, sir?
I don't know.
I can assure you that the model is wearing exactly the same clothes.
But there's something wrong. There's something not right about her.
Alan?
Drive on, please.
Excuse me, madam. I wonder if you can help.
Not a patient man, are you, Frank?
I'd like to get a result, sir.
And you think this is a long-winded way of going about it?
I was just wondering why Spencer came to see me this morning.
You know he came here, too.
Spencer was here? What, in the park?
He brought flowers.
That slag's laughing at us.
Perhaps it matters to him.
Spencer? His main pleasure in life has been trying to beat Sally Evans to a pulp.
Yes, but maybe he cares as well.
Dear, they only want to know about the woman. This is our store.
It is about the woman, isn't it? Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Well,
I found out what's wrong. She's forgotten her suitcase.
A suitcase?
Maybe.
Maybe? Why is he so unsure?
And you're absolutely certain?
Yes. It was yellow or golden coloured.
Can't you be more definite?
They're both getting on a bit, and his wife can't remember it at all. Apparently, it was yellow or golden colour. Now, what do you want me to do? They want to get off here.
And they don't want to go back to the station.
This is important. If the old man's right, what was she doing with a suitcase? Get someone to stay with them.
All right, Alan. Red Hollis to get off with them and take down all the details. You get that bus moving again as soon as possible. Tell Reg there's a car on its way to pick him up.
Will do. Okay, let's go.
This is a police reconstruction of an event which happened exactly 2 weeks ago.
Get on to Martella at the shelter. If there was a suitcase, someone there may know something about it.
There was no sign of a case near the body. Now, that could lend more weight to the robbery element of the murder.
It's our first bite, Ted. I'd like you to check this elderly couple out.
Fine by me.
Why the suitcase?
I don't see why she should want it. She wasn't going anywhere.
Maybe she just didn't say.
What? Do a runner and leave little Debbie here? Come on.
What's going on?
Oh, it's all right, Vicky. We're just going up to the attic to look at Sally's things.
Do you remember if Sally was carrying a suitcase when she left?
Oh, I don't know. Well, why? Have you discovered something?
We could have. Right, thanks.
Right, fine. Excuse me, please, thank you. How much longer, Sarge?
There's been a delay. Look, it's all right. We're on to something. Not much longer now.
This murder's caused hell around here. Oh, you spend all your time trying to build up their fragile confidence, and at a stroke, it's all gone.
Sarge, bus will be here in about 3 minutes.
Yes, that's definite, Gov. It's gone. It was Debbie's. It's small and yellow, and it's got a big elephant sticker on the side.
Does anybody know what was in it? Or where she was going?
Afraid not, Gov.
Shall I put a word in about having the suitcase, sir?
Thanks, Matthew.
This is a police reconstruction of an event which happened exactly 2 weeks ago.
Okay, this is the end of the road for us. Do everything as per normal, except don't take off again until we give the word. Take your time in getting off. Let everyone get a good look. You feeling okay?
A bit odd. I'm not looking forward to this bit.
This is WPC Harris, who was dressed to look like the murdered woman, except that we now know she was carrying a small yellow suitcase with an elephant sticker on it. This is the time and place the victim would have got off. If anyone remembers anything about this woman, however insignificant, please speak
Good news
to
about
one
the
of the
suitcase, sir.
Yes, we wouldn't have got that without the bus. Might not seem much, but it could start the wheels turning.
What's up? Oh, sorry. I thought it was somebody else.
Did you see someone like me 2 weeks ago today?
Hey, what's up?
Burnside from Viv Martella.
Yes, Viv.
Something more on the suitcase, Gov. It was Debbie's toy case, and she kept filling it with other kids' toys and hiding it in her bed, which is eventually why her mum had to put it in the attic.
So what does that tell us about the murder?
I'm not sure at the moment, Gov.
I only spoke to her.
When?
When she got off.
You admit you spoke to this woman when she got off the bus?
Yeah. Hey, I'm only helping, right?
What did you say to her?
I offered to carry a case, didn't I?
And what was that like? Big, small, black, brown?
It was yellow.
And what did she say?
She said no, it was empty.
Empty?
Yeah, all right, Viv. I'll talk to you later.
What did the driver of the bus go?
Was it still here?
Yeah, and he wants to get going.
Get rid of it. It's done its job.
All right. You just spoke to her. After you spoke to her, which way did she walk? Across the park?
Across the park? No, she went off towards the block of flats.
But there aren't any flats near here.
Here? I never spoke to her here.
But you said you spoke to her after she got off the bus.
Yeah, but I only got on here. She was already on the bus. She got off later at the other end. That's when I spoke to her.
That's why no one remembers. She was never here.
Right, let's cut the walk through the park, put Harris back on the bus.
I don't know what you're sniggering at, Moonbeam. You're going to be with us all the way.
Yeah, well, you want to make a run for it.
Alan! Hold that bus! Stop it!
D.I. Burnside from Sierra Oscar. That bus route terminates at the station.
Does it go anywhere near the Sherwin estate?
Hold on.
Yeah, the Linton Road end.
Yeah, there's a bus stop at the Linton Road end.
I wonder, Ted. I wonder.
Spencer's? She wouldn't go near the place.
For no apparent reason, Sally Evans suddenly ups, leaves her 3-year-old daughter and travels halfway across town with an empty suitcase. Why? If she got off that bus anywhere near Spencer's, and that weirdo witnessed it...
Still doesn't explain why she should go back in the first place.
She didn't know he was going to be there. She didn't know he'd taken the day off to fix his cab. Sierra Oscar from D.I. Burnside receiving.
Go ahead, sir.
I want a search warrant for the flat of Daniel Spencer. It's something Braemar House. I want it sent there direct, pronto.
Yeah, I can do better than that, sir. It's already on its way, at the request of Detective Superintendent Mayer.
This is a police reconstruction of an event which happened exactly 2 weeks ago. If you saw the woman on the bus with the green jacket and red hair, please contact one of our officers. I repeat, please contact one of our officers if you think you've seen the woman with the long red hair.
Right, where'd she go?
She went up there.
You're absolutely certain?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Bingo.
Frank, walk the rest of the way up with Donna, will you? Here, it's your patch. Take the warrant, go with her.
Be my pleasure. Ring the bell. I thought I'd take you up on your offer of help.
You can't come in here.
You're wrong there, pal. Finish your sandwich.
But Mr. Burnside, you saw everything last time.
I didn't know what I was looking for then. She must have stashed it when she heard you coming. I bet you never even noticed it.
She's breaking my arm!
So complain about it. You all right, Donna?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
She hit me. She bloody hit me.
Good. You want to be careful who you pick on, Spencer. Some women fight back.
Get her off! Get her off!
Now, what could Sally Evans have come back here for?
Debbie's toys.
Daniel Spencer, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything...
Thank you, Andrew. Again? Sorry, sir, but I thought you might want to be kept informed.
Andrew, I don't think I want to be told about this when it's over, let alone be given the chance to gnaw my fingernails while it's happening. Who's on in there today?
Kathy Marshall, sir, acting. The loser's call came at 11:22. The car was spotted at 11:26. MP took over at 11:27.
Well, that's refreshingly prompt. Who's in pursuit?
Sierra 1, Stamp and Quinn.
It's a bit early for joyriding, isn't it? Before lunch.
He's putting his foot down again. He's going for
How are
it.
we doing?
Getting up to about 50.
Hacking down the back streets, sir.
Residential. Anything been hit yet?
Taking a right. Right, that is, into Malvern Crescent. Malvern Crescent.
Smollett.
They were giving him a lift back to the station.
02, Castle Street Junction with Boundary Lane. MP from Mike 2 can...
All units wait. Go ahead, Sierra 1.
And now a left into Roslin Avenue. Gaining on him, he's come up to T-junction. Going right into Maple Road. He's going away. Well, minor Peugeot, so.
He's all over the place.
You should walk back, Ron. Oh, this is nice, this.
Backseat driver.
Going left at the junction, back up by the railway.
They're heading for the flyover on the mile.
Do you take the gun, Erika? Yeah, Tony. Tony, you got him? Got it.
Keep still.
All right, get on, all right.
Why didn't you go straight on? I told you to go straight on.
All right.
Well, I did. All I wanted to do was go down the arcade.
We didn't have enough money for the arcade.
Because you had to buy a fag.
Kevin, shut it.
Good idea. Shut up, the lot of you.
Oi, whose idea was it in the first place?
Good question. Whose idea was it? All right, go on then.
Go on.
Not you. What's your name?
Lisa Grant.
You'd like a quick look in your bag, Lisa.
Fine.
There's a stereo missing from the car, probably a CD player. We think you may have it.
Well, it only there.
Told ya.
Didn't see him chuck anything from the car.
I lost her for a couple of seconds, Sarge.
You got your breast back, Ron?
Thanks, Sarge.
Take the car.
OK.
You go with Eureka, see if she dumped it somewhere.
Don't what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, madam.
Kids. 2 boys, 17 and 14, and a girl, 16.
No way.
The MO fits.
Is it? We haven't had the loser statement yet.
It sounds like it fits.
Well, he might not have set the alarm. He might have removed the CD player himself.
He might have put a big sign on it saying, "Steal me."
Look, kids joyriding. Sure, fine, it's a pain in the bum, you lock them up. Kids knocking out car alarms. Fencing $6,000 worth of stereos. No way.
Right, Kevin, your father's been notified you're here. He's on his way.
Oh, great.
That's pretty much his reaction. The constable's going to take you to a detention room till he gets here.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Dad's gonna kill you.
What's he gonna do to you?
Well, I wanted to go down the arcade.
I wish you
All right, enough of that. You. Name?
Lisa Grant,
No way.
No CD player either.
Date of birth?
22nd of the 5th, 76.
Ron, what have we got here, then?
Well, Alan, it's what we in traffic used to call a car.
Alarm system fitted?
Oh, yeah, good one. Ultrasonic intrusion detector, impact sensor, engine immobilizer, full Monty.
How'd they get around that, then?
The owner probably forgot to switch it on.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he did, then by rights, this should still be sitting outside his house making a lot of noise.
Kids?
That's who got out of it.
Yeah, but who got into it?
Thank you.
I'm not sharing with my brother.
You haven't got to share with anyone yet.
You're going to be interviewed.
Is my daddy already?
You turned 17 last week, Robert.
Happy birthday.
That means you can be interviewed on your own.
That's right. You're a big boy now.
Robert Parsons, then aged 15. Criminal damage just over a year ago, released with a caution.
Is that it? Whoopee. Better and better.
Mr. Warner, this is DC Jim Carver calling from Sunhill Police Station at 12:20. Just to let you know, we have recovered your vehicle, and if you'd like to call me when you get back, we'll make arrangements for you to come down and collect it. Thank you very much. Now, what about the other two?
No, nothing.
Cheers, Donna.
Look, we were walking down the road and we saw it there. Just sitting there. The radio had gone, engine was running.
You didn't break into the car yourself?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was like that when we found it.
Just sitting there, radio gone, engine running.
Yeah.
So you decided to get in and go for a ride?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, we figured it'd been dumped or stolen or something like that.
Where was the car?
You mean, where did we find it?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you just collected Lisa, it must be somewhere between her house and the amusement arcade.
Why?
Wasn't that where Kevin wanted to go?
Kevin, yeah. Me and Lisa weren't fussed.
Where'd you want to go, then?
Anywhere without him.
Lisa's your girlfriend, then?
Sort of, yeah, I suppose.
And Kevin's what, just tagging on being a pain?
Look, me dad works nights. He wanted us both out of the house.
So where did you find the car?
Keller Street. I think it was that. It was Keller Street.
Keller Street, you think? At about 11.
Cars this time. What next?
Who knows, sir?
Where's the other half-wit?
They're questioning him.
Robert's being interviewed about a number of offences.
I had to sit in with him last time.
He was a juvenile then, wasn't he?
He still is.
Well, you can sit in with Kevin this time, can't you?
Interview room 2, Sergeant.
Yeah.
OK, so if you'd like to come this way.
Robert, it seems very unlikely to me that you simply found the car.
Well, we did.
But if you didn't, then I'm forced to consider something even more far-fetched, which is that you broke into it yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Quite frankly, Robert, I don't think you could break into a packet of cornflakes.
It's not that difficult.
It's difficult enough.
It's easy when you've got the right gear.
Oh, really? What gear's that, then? Go and talk me through it. I'm interested.
No.
You don't know, do you?
I do know. I'm just not telling you.
You see, there's no problem with breaking in, but killing an alarm system and ripping out a steering lock. How would you do that? Perhaps someone else did it for you.
Look, don't ask me any more questions, all right?
OK, Robert, I won't. I think I'll ask Lisa and Kevin some instead.
Answer the man.
Dad.
I'm working tonight. I want some sleep. Tell him what he wants to know and let's get out of here.
Was there someone else with you?
No.
Kevin, I am this close to tearing you limb from limb.
There was a bloke called Chris.
Keep going.
Rob and Lisa knew him. I didn't. He's older than them. About 20.
Chris.
They didn't use his last name.
Well, what did Chris do then?
He brought in the car for us.
Robert said you found a car on Callow Street.
Did he?
So which was it? Callow Street or Sherborne Street?
Well, I don't know now. Maybe it was Callow Street.
You really should have agreed your story in advance.
It's not a story.
How'd you get into the car, Lisa?
We found the car.
Did Robert do it?
No.
He says he knows how to.
Does he?
That's what he says.
Well, he doesn't.
Are you trying to protect him?
No. I'm saying he doesn't know how to break into cars.
It's nothing to be proud of, Lisa.
I know.
What are you doing with these people?
Is Robert your boyfriend?
Oh.
Well, Dad, shut up.
He seems to think he is.
He seems to think he can break into cars.
Ah, but you know someone who does, though, don't you?
No.
You could bear with us till all the interviews are finished. Won't be long now.
Who are you looking at?
Nothing.
Good.
Prisoner back, Sarge.
Right. Keep your sons away from my daughter in future.
Yeah, well, keep the little tart away from them.
Excuse me. Would you say that again?
Mr. Grant.
You heard.
Come on,
So
Mr.
settle
Grant.
down. Oi,
Mr.
Settle
Grant.
down.
Okay.
You haven't been very truthful with me, have you?
You found the car, not in Callow Street or even Sherborne Street, but outside the house of the man it belonged to, which is Crescent Grove. You didn't break into it yourself. Instead, you were let in by your friend Chris.
Great.
And then proceeded to nick the CD player, start the car and disappear into the wide blue yonder, leaving you to joyride your way into pretty serious trouble.
Good old Chris, eh?
Now, why didn't he get in the car with you? And was it because he was only interested in the hi-fi? Or you think Chris has broken into a few cars recently? Do you know anything about that?
No. Look, I don't really know the bloke.
Lisa's friend, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, I just got the impression that she liked him, that's all.
Bit jealous of him, are you?
No.
He's older than you, isn't he? He's got a bit more money in his pocket.
Ask Lisa.
Lisa won't say a word against him. She did make it clear, though, that it was him rather than you who got into the car.
Well, he's not that brilliant, all right.
Well, it's probably not us you have to convince. Chris Bailey?
Yeah?
DC Woods, DC Carver, Scannell, CID. We're investigating a number of auto-related thefts in the area. I'd like to ask some questions.
Me?
That'd be all right?
Yeah, I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Before we begin, I'd like to caution you. You don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. Okay?
Yeah, I think so. I bought this salvage. I got receipts, all the parts and stuff. It's all paid for.
This'll take some filling.
Me? Oh, yeah. You the driver or mechanic? Both. Ipswich. And Great Yarmouth.
I always thought it'd be a good laugh to have a go at.
Yeah, can be.
Do you want to have a look round?
No?
What it is, Chris, you may have seen in the local papers. Quite a few cars around here have been broken into recently. Had their audio equipment, their stereo system stolen. All the stuff's been nicked too. It's mostly hi-fi the thieves seem interested in.
Nothing's been nicked out of this one.
I was about to say, it's a bit basic.
Not much to nick, apart from the seat.
You been out today?
No. No, not really. Well, went down the road to get some fags.
What time would that have been?
I don't know, about 11:15. Only for about 10 minutes. I've got to get this finished.
Where'd you go?
Just down at the off licence. You can ask them there, they know me.
You had some visitors?
No, just some kids. They like looking at what I'm doing.
What were you doing?
Not much. Fitting some brake pads, I think.
Chris, what do you use this for?
Yeah, hello. No, I'm sorry, he's not here at the moment. No. Anybody know when Jim's due back? No? Yeah, well, listen, I'll take the message, OK. Right. Oh, hello, Mr. Warner, yeah. I suppose you want your XR3i back, yeah? Well, look, no, nothing, except the steering lock and possibly the alarm. Well, it's fine.
This is daft. I mean, you can break into a car with a wire clothes hanger.
Clothes hanger, I wouldn't rip out the steering lock as well.
You know what I use this for. Thousands of people have got one of those.
You ever done any joyriding, Chris?
What? No, I haven't. It's stupid. Dangerous.
So's this, isn't it?
Hardly. Look, please, come on, I haven't done anything.
The kids who visited you this morning, were they Robert Parsons, Kevin Parsons, and Lisa Grant?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were arrested at 11:40 this morning for joyriding. Missing from the car in which they were caught was a CD player. I believe it was this one. You're nicked.
Well, that works then.
Are you sure you said it before you entered the house?
Pretty sure, yeah. A waste of money that was. So much for the 3 million backup systems.
Jim? DC Carver.
Did he do this?
I think he may be helping with our inquiries.
Mr. Warner.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Just about, I suppose. It's not too bad.
Repairable.
I had visions of it being written off.
We take Mr. Warner's statement yet?
Not yet, no.
Well, should we do that then?
20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 82 pence. One 15mm socket.
Do you mind if I grab that, Sarge? I'll get Warner to ID it and the socket for fingerprinting.
Well, the discs are definitely mine. It's Jerry Mulligan, Leslie Young, Coleman Hawkins, Bill Evans. Yeah, I think there's still a couple in the car.
Yeah, Cannonball.
Adderley.
Yeah.
You should get into jazz.
I'm more of a rock fan myself.
Uh-huh.
Now, what about the CD player?
Looks like mine.
Oh, let's have a look at the serial number on this.
I'm trying to work out whether there's still one of mine in there.
07.
You all right?
So why would the kids say you let them into the car if you didn't?
I don't know. Maybe because I told them to clear off this morning, stop hanging around me.
But you're a successful stock car racer. You've got to expect a fan club.
Oh, they're all right, I suppose. But, you know.
No.
They get in the way. Start hassling you. I wasn't up to it this morning. Told them to clear off. That's probably why they've stitched me up.
Look, aren't you sure it's yours?
Fairly sure, yeah.
Have you got anything on you?
I didn't think I needed it. Look, I think there's still a disc of mine in there. If we could just...
Got a receipt or warranty, perhaps?
At home somewhere.
But you can lay hands on it?
Yeah, probably. I didn't think I needed proof of purchase.
Look, there's a problem with the serial numbers.
Like what?
Well, if this is yours, you're the second person to report it stolen.
I don't understand.
The same machine with the same serial number was reported stolen from Mr. Dangerfield on the 10th of last month.
You bought it from a bloke in a pub.
You don't have to say it like that.
Oh, come on, Chris. You can do better than that, can't you?
No, I can't, because it's true.
Did you know the bloke?
No, I didn't.
So you bought a CD player from a complete stranger?
Basically, yeah.
You don't know his name, you don't know where he comes from, you can't even really describe him.
Not really, no.
How much do you pay?
70 quid.
70 quid? For a piece of equipment that retails for over 400? Now, how was that, cash?
Yeah, cash.
Oh, so you usually carry that amount with you when you go down the pub?
It was a lunchtime. I went down the bank. OK, so it had to be nicked. I didn't think you lot would...
Oh, come on, Chris. Why don't you tell the truth? You let the kids into the car so that they could go joyriding and you could nick the stereo.
No.
Alan?
DC Carver entered room. Interview suspended at 13:58. What?
I'm sorry, we've got a problem with the CD player.
Yeah, well, so is he.
It might not have come from the XR3i. The serial number matches the one stolen from the BMW last month.
Am I making a plant myself in there?
Well, probably no more than usual.
Does Warner get any documentation with him?
No.
Has he got any documentation at all?
At home.
Oh, terrific. If Warner had nicked it from the BMW, then fitted it into the XR3i, Bailey could still have nicked it back again this morning.
Yeah, except I really do think Warner does have documentation at home.
Well, let's send him off to get it, then.
Hang about. There's something else we could try first.
Right, sir. Which is the eject button, please?
That's it, mate.
Thank you. Cannonball Adderley.
That's the one.
So this is yours, Mr. Warner?
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind if I asked where you bought it?
I did buy it.
Where?
I wish I'd gone home and got the paperwork now.
Where'd you buy it?
There's this car audio and security place.
Do you know the name?
Yeah, hang on. My credit card statement. Yeah, 12th of last month, £479. Overdrive audio. I didn't nick it.
OK, Chris, if you don't want to talk about the XR3i, how about a BMW? Or a Sierra Cosworth? Or a Mercedes Sports? Or a Volkswagen Golf GTI? Somebody's obviously been very busy around here these last few months.
Not me.
All these cars, most of them fitted with alarm systems, all of them fitted with top-of-the-range audio equipment.
It's nothing to do with me.
How about a Peugeot 205?
I'll admit to the XR3i, but nothing else.
Now, that one's probably the most interesting one of all.
But I don't want to talk about it.
Why that car? It's not near your house. It's obviously protected by an alarm system. What made you want to get into it? And what were you going to do with a CD player? Fit it in your stock car? Have you ever been to a place called Overdrive Audio?
I think I'd like to talk to a lawyer.
It's working all right, isn't it?
Martin Sterling.
Hi, what can I do for you?
DC Woods, DC Carver, Sunhill CID.
Oh, fine.
We're making inquiries into some recent car crimes.
Together we'll crack it, eh?
We'd like to ask you some questions, if you're not too busy.
Always busy.
You fit security systems as well?
That's right.
It's about a CD player stolen from a car this morning.
Uh-huh.
Its owner, Mr. Warner, said he bought the unit from you.
Warner? Yeah, young bloke. So?
The problem is that the CD player you fitted into his car had been reported stolen a month ago.
Stolen?
From a car belonging to Mr. Dangerfield.
Who also bought the same CD player from you.
Hang on, you've lost me. What are you trying to say, that we fitted the same CD player in two different cars?
That's about the size of it.
Except the second time round, it had been nicked.
Bent gear? No way. I'm in crime prevention.
The serial numbers match.
They can't.
I'm afraid they do.
Warner and...
Dangerfield.
Well, they both went for the same model.
Your serial numbers?
Are the same.
May I see?
Well, it's not much to see, but...
Thank you. Your handwriting?
No, that's Chris's.
Chris Bailey?
Mm-hmm.
He works here.
I was out in the workshop now and again, yeah.
Fitting stereos?
And alarms?
Yeah, he fits those too. He hasn't said anything.
Like what?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what's in it for me, Martin? So, Chris Bailey steals a stereo, brings it to the workshop, fits it in a car, and the money goes into the shop till not his pocket.
Where's your list of the gear? Right, an Inoki radio cassette, serial number BJB253-01.
Reported stolen from an Astra on the 8th of last month.
Fitted into a Peugeot 2 weeks later.
Now, I wonder whose handwriting that is.
Well, it's not Chris's. I don't know, Jim. Your guess is probably as good as mine.
All done.
Not quite, Mr. Spelling. What are these figures down the side there?
Codes.
Codes?
Security codes, you know, for alarm systems.
For turning them on and off?
We keep them for reference, in case the alarm goes off in the workshop.
Or when the car's been broken into, Thank you, Mr. Spelling.
What happened?
Frances was mugged. Look after her for a while while I dump the car.
No problem.
Cheers.
You okay, love? Looks a bit nasty.
You want to see the other bloke?
I saw the other bloke. I think I'll take his head off.
Last night, 74-year-old woman got mugged at knife point. Not content with robbing the old dear, they decided to try and beat the living daylights out of her as well.
You wonder what the world's coming to.
Look, this is the 12th incident of its kind in a month, and quite frankly, I want something done.
What have CID come up with?
Well, last night's victim is going to help a police artist try and come up with an impression of the man.
Well, we're certain the attacks are all by the same bloke.
Well, I hope so. I hope it's not some teenage craze.
Matthew, can I have a word with you after parade?
Yes, sir.
What's the motive, sir? I mean, you wouldn't beat anyone up like that just for the money, would you?
Well, out of a dozen victims, he's netted no more than £100. So, who knows what he's after, eh?
What we're doing here is simply a type likeness. We're not going to arrive at a photograph of the man, but if we can work together to help you really remember, then you'll recognise him on the page at the end of this.
What's that?
That's a catalogue of facial features.
I see.
It's to help you recognise the type of face the man had.
So that I can build up a picture of him and then draw him for you.
I don't mind as long as you're not going to draw me. Not looking like this. I've not had my hair done.
How often do you have your hair done, then?
Once a month. Oh, this has taught me a lot, you know. I regret I didn't have a knife. Would I get into trouble if I carried a knife?
Depends on the type of knife and why you were carrying it.
Come in. I thought I'd check on how you were getting on.
You make it sound like a progress report. Reminds me of being a probationer.
Well, it's fair to say that you are on probation, Matthew. Quite honestly, and I'm sure you're aware of this, considering some of your mistakes, there's a lobby on this relief who believe you should have been slung out long ago.
Yes, sir.
And a transfer is still very much on the cards.
With respect, sir, I've got over my problems with the relief. Things have been going well.
Oh, that's good, and there's no doubt you've been trying.
I don't want to get transferred.
However, the main difficulty I have with you, Matthew, remains your inability to command respect.
Well, obviously, that will take time.
You admit it's still a problem?
It's improving.
You don't earn it by drinking half a yard of whiskey with the lads or going at it like a fiddler's elbow with every pretty girl you see. It's not difficult. There's a rule book. You make sure that you and everyone on the relief knows you're going to work by it.
Yes, sir.
As we look through these examples of face shape, mouth, eyes, and so on, I'll be making a few notes, Francis, that'll help me when I begin to draw. Don't worry if you can't see exactly what you think he looked like. It's just to give me an idea of the type. And we may find that he's a combination of several examples. Let's start on the face, shall we?
He had a face like a rice pudding.
He had bad skin.
He was covered in spots.
Good. Let's start at the top, shall we? What sort of hair do you think he had?
He had curly hair, and a sort of flattened nose and piggy eyes.
Something like these?
Here, why don't you use the magnifying glass?
It was more, how can I describe it? It was a squarer face he had. Oh, he was really horrible.
What's this? Home beat all of a sudden?
Just thought I'd let the old folk know I was about.
You got biscuit on your chin.
Didn't have any biscuit.
Just testing.
Yeah. Maybe you'd skive off and take afternoon tea somewhere.
Oi! Come here! If you think you can get away with a comment like that, you've got another thing coming.
There's a granny basher on the loose in case you hadn't noticed, Sarge.
We're going to have a word about your attitude.
Go ahead, Sir Oscar.
Serious disturbance at the Princess Royal in Ashholm Street. George,
You want to keep talking, Sarge? I'm sure George is getting used to being let down. Probably enjoy another week in hospital.
I'll speak to you later.
I'm on my way.
That's the hair. It was shorter at the sides. There's something about the ears that's definitely not right. Did I say he had an earring?
Would you like me to add an earring? See if it helps. What type of earring do you think it was?
Oh, what do you call it? A sleeper, maybe.
Which ear?
Oh, I don't know.
You're getting a bit tired.
What with everything. I didn't hardly get no sleep last night.
I'm not surprised.
Everything under control here, Barry.
Understood. Is Sergeant Boyden still with you?
No, he's on his way back to Sun Hill.
Fine.
Whoa, take it easy. What's the matter?
Round the corner, outside the flats, there's a woman being mugged. George, still there.
Sierra Oscar from 218.
Yeah, I'll take that, Barry. Go ahead, George.
Assault of female in progress. Looks like the corner of Harlow Street and Grierson by the flats.
Understood. Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Mugging in progress.
Yeah, there he is.
Hollis Street and Grierson. Tony and George are dealing. Can you assist?
Oh, come on, Tony, what are you doing? Get a move on, he's getting a kicking.
He's getting what he deserves.
Ambulance required urgently. 2 injured persons. Harlow Street junction with Grierson. Victims of assault. Oh, come on. Yeah, ahead, Barry.
Ambulance has already been assigned.
Right, cheers.
Blimey, what do you do? Run him over?
She gonna be all right, Kath?
He must have hit her with something.
He certainly got a bit of his own, didn't he?
Yeah?
Yes?
That's him!
You've done brilliantly.
I pray to God I hope you catch him.
Lost them round the back of the estate.
I don't know why you bothered. Doing us a favour, weren't they?
With a bit of help.
What do you mean?
Forget it.
Anyway, we've got a witness, a Mrs. Hughes, 5th floor, flat 30. Says she saw what happened.
I'll do that.
What about the prisoner?
He's not going anywhere, is he? Got to wait for a second ambulance.
Tony didn't put the boot in, did he?
No. He was just prattling around. And we could see Chummy getting a good kick in, and then Tony started driving like he needed L plates.
Yeah, well, you're not going to hurry to get your head kicked in protecting some mugger, are you?
Is this the one we're after? I don't know, Sarge. Looked as if he was mugging the woman. Where's Tony?
He's with a witness, Sarge.
Mrs. Hughes, I'm PC Stamp.
Is that bloke all right?
You witnessed the incident, is that right?
From the balcony.
Can I have a look, please?
What about the woman? Is she okay? I'm sorry.
Do you mind?
No, help yourself.
Hello, is PC...
Come in. Always seems to be the way. Takes you so long to get here, and when you arrive, there's about 100 of you.
Well, we do take this kind of incident very seriously.
As soon as I saw those lads come round the corner, I knew what was going to happen.
Right. And what about the attack on the lady? Did you see that?
Attack?
Did you see the woman get mugged?
No, the woman fell over. Passed out, I'd imagine. I was just coming out to hang the washing on the line when I saw her.
You certain about this?
Yeah, the young guy in the jacket came over to help her. So I went to call an ambulance. When I came out, I saw the 3 lads. Well, like you, they probably must have thought she was being mugged.
Have you got a description of the 3?
Yes, Sarge.
Right, I'll take the statement. You go and find out who that lad is. There've been quite a few muggings in the area, but I'm afraid on this one we got the wrong information.
It was awful. Hope that guy's going to be all right.
George has gone with the prisoner.
Cheers. There's been a bit of a cock-up. Turns out Chummy wasn't a mugger after all.
What?
Just some geezer playing a good Samaritan. We'll go up to the hospital, and then I'm going to go up the road, find the bloke who said he was a mugger in the first place.
That's a bit of a downer. Thought you'd be buying the drinks tonight.
We'll have to find out in front of Boyden.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Just wish I got to the bloke a bit quicker.
Oh, so what? You took the Northern Line, but you got there in the end.
It's a warrant card.
Whose is it?
The mugger.
Ah, very funny.
I'm serious. PC Trevor Gale.
Oh, let's have a look.
Winding me up.
I wish.
He must have been off duty.
Found it under the shopping.
This is a joke.
Well, how were you meant to know?
Oh, come on, Tony, it's not fatal.
Oh, yeah? Who for? How's he doing?
Well, he's still breathing, that's all I know.
He's going to be all right, though, yeah?
Well, I don't think we're looking at a case of manslaughter, if that's what you mean.
You spoken to a doctor yet?
No. There's a couple of new nurses I wouldn't mind chatting to, though.
Can I have a word?
About your prisoner?
Yeah.
Well, he's suffered concussion. We'll have to wait to see how serious it is. A couple of fractured ribs. I doubt if you'll be arresting him again for a while.
No. In fact, he's a police officer.
So what's he been arrested for, then?
He hasn't been arrested. There was a bit of a mix-up.
Slightly worrying one if you can't tell the difference between your colleagues and the criminals.
His name's Trevor Gale. He's a PC.
Well, we'll give him the VRP treatment, then.
If you could.
How's it going?
She's done brilliantly, Sarge. We're going to have this reproduced as a poster and published in the local press.
Handsome chap, isn't he?
I tell you,
If he'd have had two heads, he couldn't have been any uglier.
Easier to identify, though.
Oh, no, I'd have had to have drawn two faces. You've made me feel so much better.
Well, it's the best lead we've had. With any luck, if he's got previous, we should have him in ourselves by night time.
That's right.
Oh, Sarge. Mr. Monroe tells me you apprehended a bloke earlier.
Nah, you can forget that. It was a misapprehension.
Even if that bloke had have been the mugger, you don't stand there ringside and watch him get lynched.
You weren't complaining earlier.
If this comes out, you'll be done.
Listen, anyway, there's any chance of this coming out, is there?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything, am I? You've dropped us both right in it.
You're getting a bit jumpy, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel too good, does it, eh?
Well, how do you think I feel?
What are you going to say to Boyd?
I think I'm going to speak to Monroe.
You sure that's wise?
Stop Boyd putting the boot in.
Come in.
Oh, I'll come back later.
No, come in, Tony. Matthew's told us what happened.
He was an off-duty cop.
You witnessed the youths attack him?
Yes, sir. But there was nothing we could do to prevent it.
Not that you knew he was a PC at the time.
No.
Is he all right?
Got a concussion, that's all.
Look, as if we haven't got enough problems with people running around pretending to be vigilantes. I want every effort made to pick these yobs up.
Oh, Donna, I wonder if you could give me a hand. I want to try and identify the youths that attacked that PC.
Just let me finish this.
This is the real mugger, is it?
Yeah, I'm going to fax it round to the other stations in the area.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have this earlier.
Wouldn't have made much difference, would it?
Yeah, maybe not.
Tony. Office.
What's going on?
Sarge?
All that stuff earlier. I am sick and tired of your aggravation. I can't even give you a simple order without some sort of back chat. Now, if you wanted me off this relief, you've missed your chance. I'm here, and I'm here to stay. Got it?
Yes, Sarge.
Now, I'm not messing about. You continue to throw your weight around, and I'm going to do your leg so badly you'll never walk again. Understand?
Sarge.
Good. Because this relief's been allowed to go Humpty Dumpty, I'm going to put it back together again. You better get back to it.
I asked the hospital to let us know when PC Go could be visited. I thought one of us should pop out there, see how he is.
Good idea.
Them?
Yeah, why not? Description.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1.
Go ahead, Sierra 1.
In pursuit of 3 youths on the Harlow Street estate concerning the assault on PC Gale. Sorry.
Come on, mate. I'm on your side.
What are you running for, then?
A mugger. That's what this is, isn't it?
I'm arresting you for causing grievous bodily harm. You don't have to say...
The geezer was mugging her!
Listen! Unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be given in evidence.
Be fair, will ya?
Understand?
We've done you a good turn.
Lost him.
So you admit you assaulted him?
We hadn't got him here to go away.
You wouldn't have been in hospital needing a brain scan.
Yeah? Well, how comes your mate let us off earlier?
What, mate?
Big fat bloke, had a flat cap.
Get in.
How you feeling?
I've had better hangovers.
Tony Stamp, Sun Hill. Sorry about what happened.
Are you one of the fellas who rescued me?
Can you remember anything?
Bits. How's the woman?
Acute anemia, that's all. She's all right now. I think her family's taken her home.
Great. What about the fellas who attacked me?
No, we've not yet traced them.
What did they think they were doing?
I don't know. There was a bit of confusion. I think they thought, well, all anyone saw was your hand inside the woman's handbag. She was lying on the ground. Well, you can see what it looked like.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
That's the way the incident was reported to us.
Are they? Oh, they're gonna love this back at the station. A mugger.
I'm sorry, mate.
Assault occasioning actual bodily harm.
Yeah, right.
What's your name?
I've told you. Get your inspector. He'll tell you what happened.
Name.
Not until I've spoken to the inspector.
What's this about the inspector?
Nothing, he's talking rubbish.
You know what I mean. The bloke who let us off.
All right, empty his pocket. See if he's got anything with his name on it.
Right, leave off.
Hey. You gonna cooperate?
Bang out of order. We done you a good turn, mate.
Kevin Yates.
All right, you can keep the asthma inhaler. I'll make a note for the divisional surgeon.
That copper, the inspector, but he was well pleased we sorted him out. That's why he let us off.
I think he's had a bit too much to drink. Sir.
Yeah, he was a whopping great bloke, he was.
Shut it.
Do you want anything?
Yeah, get us a date with that nurse.
Sister Davis?
You know her. Tell her to put me down for a bed bath, will you?
OK. Look, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about what happened to you.
Oh, it's not your fault.
No, but you know how it is. I just didn't react quick enough. There'd been a few muggings and...
You took your time, is that it?
Oh, come on, if I'd known you were a piece...
What exactly are you telling me? You just stood there watching? You're not Catholic, are you?
No.
Shame. A couple of Hail Marys, a few pints of lager, you'd feel a lot better. Go on, get lost, will you? And hey, try and pick up some real muggers next time.
Please, honest. We didn't mean to do nothing. We saw a woman being mugged. What would you have done?
You didn't think of calling a police officer, I suppose?
It went off too quickly. That's the truth. We saw a woman on the ground, that's it.
And it didn't occur to you that there might be a simple explanation?
You were saying that bloke wasn't a mugger. You tell me when you lot knew that. Because them two coppers that arrived, they didn't know that, did they?
They didn't start kicking his head from here to Canary Wharf, though, did they?
How comes that big copper he didn't chase us, eh? You tell us that!
You tell us why you ran away, if, as you say, you believed you hadn't done anything wrong.
What you doing tonight, Biv?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh, good, because I've just lined you up with a date. Oh, yeah? Who with? He's just the man you've been looking for.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's really into older women.
Oh, I'm not that old.
Well, he really likes OAPs.
Oh, cheers.
He likes to beat them up.
You've got him.
David Collins. Collator at Stafford Row recognised him. He's got all the right previous.
Brilliant. Oh, yes. He's definitely the man for me. Come on, Tosh.
What's all this about? Can I have a word?
Yeah, sure.
What is it? We've got a problem. It's Stamp. Yates has got it into his head that he's an inspector.
That should please Tony.
Yates says Stamp chased him and let him off.
What, he caught him and let him go?
Well, he smiled and let him vanish.
Can this be substantiated?
Well, Yates claims he's an asthmatic and he can't run very fast, but he says Stamp gave him enough time to get away.
You believe him?
Well, it's a serious accusation in the light of...
doesn't sound like Tony to me.
You don't know. At the time, he thought they'd beaten up a mugger. The way Tony saw it, maybe he thought one favour deserved another. And Mr. Munro's given me a talking to. He says I don't command the respect of the relief.
Well, you've had a few problems.
Look, I'm not asking you to get involved. I know I've made some mistakes in the past. I mean, I'm not like you. I've caught the wrong side of the white line a few times.
That happens.
That's right. And Stamp sits in that canteen as judge, jury and hangman.
Has he been giving you an hard time?
Well, he's not exactly a member of Amnesty International, is he?
Well, you have to forget about that for the moment. I mean, it's possible that Tony has been an idiot.
So he took the law into his own hands, and as we said, he likes to dish out a bit of justice.
So what are you going to do about it?
Thought I'd take it to Mr. Munro.
Well, I'm not sure.
He says I've got to get tough with him.
Well, it has to be your decision. And if Tony has been an idiot, then...
Then he deserves what he gets.
Yeah.
A couple of prisoners, Sergeant. Yates' pals.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
You'd play it by the book, wouldn't you?
Well, I'd certainly have a word with Stamp before I did anything else.
Oh, yeah. I want to make him feel what it's like to make a mistake.
Tony? Yeah, mate. Cheers. I'll take it back. Yeah, OK, yeah.
Nice car.
Yeah. There's no dog.
Hello? Anyone at home?
Try it.
Hello, love.
Does David Collins live here?
David, there's a young lady at the door for you.
I'm a police officer, madam, and I've got a warrant for his arrest. Is he upstairs?
David?
Is David here?
I'll check the rooms down here, make sure Tony's out the back.
OK, Viv.
David?
You stay there.
It's my house, you know.
Viv!
David!
Come on, you don't want to break your neck.
Stay away from me! Come any closer, I'll put
Tony, Tony, he's on the front windowsill.
I'm on my way.
I mean it! You come a step
Come
closer,
on.
I'm going.
David, you
You
being
keep
a
her away
naughty
from
boy
me! Keep her
again.
away from me! Come on then. I'll give you this. Oh, God!
Right, had enough, have we?
Oh.
Next time you jump out of a window, sunshine, try somewhere a bit higher and do us all a favour. Get up.
What's this, Viv? Think yourself a chipping down?
No, don't think anyone would pay to see this character, Sarge.
I'll pay to see him be put away.
Lives with his gran and goes around knocking over old ladies for his kicks.
Gran wasn't too impressed, was she?
He's terrified of her. That's his problem, I think. Can't face gran, so he goes and finds some other old dude to take it out on.
Tony. Olsen picked up the trio that beat up PC Gale.
When?
We found them working on a car around the corner from when the PC was attacked. They allege you let them off.
That's rubbish.
You could have chased them, but you didn't.
No, that's not what happened.
Then what happened? What happened? You chased them down the road and gave up.
No, Sarge.
But you could have tried harder.
I didn't let them off.
The question is whether you failed in your duty or even perhaps aided and abetted.
No way, you never make it stick.
I thought we spoke about back chat. Sarge, the tide's turned, Tony. You could find you've strayed a little bit out of your depth.
Sarge. What? You've made your point.
No, the point is you made a mistake.
Those lads get away from me. Yeah. I could have done better, maybe. Maybe that was an error.
We all make them, don't we, Tony? We don't all get punished for them, though. But believe me, there's always going to be someone at this station that won't let you forget.
What are you going to do?
Same as you, Tony.
What's that?
Come in.
Turn a blind eye.
When are they supposed to be coming?
Sometime after lunch, they told us. Don't worry. We'll get them this time.
Twice in 3 months is unbelievable.
I reckon it's the same crew as the last time.
Depends how greedy they are.
Or how stupid.
What can't the robbery squad deal with this, eh?
We never got here on time. We only got the tip-off 40 minutes ago.
Still, I reckon we're up to dealing with a couple of jokers with baseball bats, don't you?
Yeah, if it is the same lot as last time.
Burnside to all units. It's come off. He's got a gun. Do not enter. Repeat, do not enter.
All units. One man with a handgun.
Come on, hurry up!
Take as soon as he comes out. He's going to the second girl. Getting the cash. He's putting the gun in his waistband. He's leaving now.
You're next, pal.
All very painless.
So, who have we got?
Sierra Oscar. Disturbance reported in alley behind Green Man Pub in Cape Street.
Sierra Oscar from 363. I'm in Cane Grove, on way, over.
What's he got on him?
Only some change. From Aspen Hill.
What, no pension book? Bus pass?
The balaclava and the money, sir. And the gun.
You're right, mate.
Cuffs. Bit tight.
Yeah, well, it won't be long till we get to the station. speaks then. And the next thing I know is pointing a gun at me and telling me to lie down. Well, I didn't look twice at him when he first come in. Well, you wouldn't, would you, eh? Because he's what? 65?
At least. Yeah, too old for this game, that's for sure.
He was playing it for real, though, wasn't he? The gun was loaded.
Sierra Oscar from 363 receiving over.
Go ahead, Steve.
Ambulance June, 1 IC3, male, cut badly around the face and he's unconscious.
Patty should be with you any minute.
She's here now. Try that way.
Okay.
It's okay, mate. Ambulance is on the way.
Name?
He won't give it. But we have established he's neither deaf nor dumb.
He might have asthma, though. Oh, wonderful. We better get the doctor down there, just in case.
So what have we got? A desperate pensioner or an old blagger and one job too many?
I don't know, sir, to be honest. Until he starts squeaking, there's not a lot to go on.
What did the doc say?
Reckons he's suffering from mild shock.
Well, it's not every day you get pulled in for armed robbery, is it? See what you can get out of him, but take it easy. The last thing we want in the media at the moment is an OAP croaking it under police questioning.
Okay, folks, show's over.
According to his dole card, he's at A. Johnson. National insurance number, Delta Foxtrot 316102 Alpha. He's off in the ambulance now, still unconscious. There's no sign of his attackers and no witnesses, none that will come forward anyway.
Okay, we'll check with Donna.
Looks like another racial attack, though. They left a calling card. The first 11 was here.
Is he all right?
Yeah, brilliant. Why, you see something?
No.
I'm Detective Inspector Burnside, this is Detective Sergeant Roach, and this interview is being recorded. So perhaps you could start by telling us your name and address.
George Farrell.
And your address?
No fixed abode.
Were you sleeping rough? Right, Mr. Farrell. George, you were caught this afternoon robbing the City and National Building Society with a gun. Now, that's a very serious offence. Do you want to tell us about it?
What is there to tell?
Listen, George, the question here isn't if you did it, but how long you're going to get.
I'm not saying we're offering you a deal. But if you can tell us anything about where you got the gun and anything you know about the City and National being turned over a couple of months back, well, your cooperation will be brought to the attention of the court.
Oh, what difference will it make?
Well, let me put it bluntly, George. It can make all the difference of your chances of ever seeing the outside of a prison again. Armed robbery comes with a lot of years. And you're not exactly a young man, are you?
What do you reckon to this first 11, then?
Don't know. Those tow rags are forming new gangs all the time around here.
Probably white, though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Don't get too excited, Steve. I mean, it's only something that might help us stop these gang attacks. I mean, what is it? 5 in the last month? 3 black, 2 white?
No skin off my nose if they wipe each other out.
Except we have to clear up the mess. Besides, Johnson might just be an innocent victim.
Well, it actually looks worse than it is. Obviously, he's been quite badly cut about the face, probably a razor or Stanley knife. But he has regained consciousness, and as far as I can tell, is just severe bruising.
When can we talk to him?
He's still concussed, but you might be able to once we finish stitching him up and take a few x-rays, just to be sure. OK?
Yeah, thanks. You better stay here, then.
Me?
I've got the panda. See you.
All right, I've been stupid. Very stupid. But I just reckoned I had no more to lose.
Go on.
My wife died 2 years ago, see? Cancer. We had a bit of money put aside, but that all went on her treatment. Private hospitals, Harley Street, special drugs, you name it, we've been there. Because I loved her, see? But it was hopeless. So by the time...
Take your time.
Well, by the time she went, all the money had gone and all. So I had to sell the bungalow, bottom of the market. And like a prat, I drank all the change, didn't I? Just trying to wipe it all out, I suppose.
So you decided to make a fresh start with a spot of armed robbery?
Yeah, I must have been off my trolley. I mean, I've never even had a parking ticket before this. But I heard these 2 geezers talking in the pub about how they'd done the City and National and how easy it was. So I thought, why not? Plus the fact that that's where we had the mortgage on the house. I mean, it seemed kind of fitting somehow.
Where was it?
Hey?
The bungalow.
Oh, it's Rayleigh Gardens, 25.
363 from Sierra Oscar, receiving over.
Go ahead, June.
We've got a possible ID from Donna on Johnson. First name Ashley, Alpha, Sierra, Hotel, Lima, Echo, Yankee. His address is listed as 36 Highland Terrace. He's 22 years old. He's got previous for possession and dealing cannabis.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Anything else?
No, that's your lot.
Okay, thanks, June.
X-ray.
So what do you reckon?
Dunno. He's had it rough if all that's true.
Yeah, it don't justify armed robbery.
No.
Look, contact the Building Society, find out what you can about our Mr. Farrell. See if he ever had a mortgage at that address he gave us, whatever.
Okay.
Right. You can come and have a lie down for a bit.
It's all yours while we wait for the X-rays.
Thank you. Oh, Ashley. So what happened?
You tell me.
How about a deal that went wrong?
Guess again, couple. I haven't dealt in 2 years.
I told me who were the first 11. You do know them?
No.
On their calling card next to where you were lying. What part of Manchester are you from?
What?
You don't hear many Mancunians down here. I come from Moss Side myself.
Is that a fact?
Hmm.
Whereabouts?
Sidell Street. That's where I was brought up anyway.
I come from Brewer Street.
Not far. What school did you go to?
St Simon's, why?
We had a kid in our class called Johnson. Mark Johnson. Just thought you might be related. Big brother something. No, 'cause I was at Telford's anyway.
Used to play, he was at football.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, used to thrash us and all.
Not in my day, mate. It was the other way around.
Yeah, sure.
You tell me what happened, actually.
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Ted?
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Roach. Yeah, you've been a great help.
That old bloke you nicked earlier. Just got a call in CAD.
Interview resumed at 1600. Officers as before. So, how you feeling?
I'm all right.
Good. Ted?
Well, you'll be pleased to know that we did check with the Building Society, and they said that a Mr. Farrell did live at 25 Rayleigh Gardens and did sell it about 2 years ago. Only we've just had a phone call from a woman who's worried about her husband. An asthmatic. Seems as though he went out to post a letter at lunchtime and hasn't come home. And from the description she gave us, we think that man is you. Alfred Harvey Sheldon. So naturally, as this was a bit of a shock, we phoned CRO, and according to them, you are very fond of Her Majesty's prisons, having spent a total of 23 years in them for various offences. Most notably, would you believe, for armed robbery. Last released 1984.
Changes things a bit, doesn't it? Alfred.
Yeah, I suppose it does. Still, I had you going for a bit, didn't I?
All right, if you don't want to talk about this morning, that's the file on the last City and National job.
Oh, no, you're not sticking that on me. I don't know nothing about it, and that's the truth.
Well, I'm sorry if we seem a bit dubious, Alfie, but after your little performance just now, we can't really take what you say at face value. I mean, did you really think you could get away with pretending to be somebody else?
Well, I met enough stupid coppers in my time to give it a whirl.
Who is George Farrell, anyway?
Hey, he lives round the corner. Wait, that all happened to him, you know what I told you? It's tragic, really.
This is not a game, Sheldon.
Isn't it?
All right. Let me remind you how it's played. You cooperate with us over this other job, and who gave you the gun?
Or what? Or what? The court will do me no favours. What's your name? Burnside? Well, listen to me, Detective Inspector Burnside. I've met enough coppers in my life to know you can't trust them as far as you can gob. So you can take all your words in the judge's ear, or whatever it is you're offering, and you can stick them right up your jacksie.
I mean, is that what you came down to London for? Get your face slashed up, eh?
I came for a job.
And it fell through?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. For a Met, weren't it?
The job? I heard they paid well. And took anyone.
What did you fail on?
And what do you reckon?
Weren't your colour, mate, I can tell you that.
Yeah, not officially. Attitude problem, they called it.
So you started to deal?
Needed the money. Plus, I reckoned if you can't join him, beat him. But it's all right, Constable.
Steve.
I'll learnt my lesson now.
If you know who did it, you've got to tell me, Ashley.
Then what?
Then we deal with them.
You know what it's like living round there? Do you think if I gave you names, my life would be seriously worth living? It's a jungle out there, mate. And you don't tell.
363 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
363 receiving.
Can you get back to the station, Steve? We've got a witness asking for you. Said he saw the attack on Ashley Johnson.
Can't someone else talk to him?
He wants you for some reason.
All right, on my way. It's your lucky day.
I called earlier to report someone missing. My husband. They said he was here. Alfred Sheldon?
Oh, yes.
Witness asking for me.
Mr. Lederman.
Mr. Lederman. Steve Loxton. So you did see the attack at lunchtime? Can you tell us exactly what happened?
It is very hard for me. You understand? I should have said earlier, but I'm scared.
Don't worry, Mr. Lederman. No one will know you've talked to us.
I hope so, because these boys, these thugs, are dangerous, evil, fascist. Some of them even have the swastika, you know, tattooed. If they knew exactly what it meant, but perhaps they do know. That's why I must tell you what I've seen. You see, my family in the war.
So, your flat overlooks the alley where the attack happened?
Yes, at the back. I look down, and there are 3 of them white around this black boy like a cornered animal. And all with the knives.
Even the black youth?
Maybe. It was hard to see. But then they started kicking out and taunting, and the black boys running this way and that way. And then suddenly a big kick lands, and he falls.
Do you think you could recognize any of the white youths again?
Maybe 2. But one of them I know. I've seen him before in the streets. Malk, they shouted. Malk. And he's the one with the swastika here.
Malcolm Smith.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Witness gave us a very positive ID, sir.
Better take some backup then. Dave Quinnan. Kath can drive you. Very unsavoury character.
Yes, sir.
Bob, this is Mrs. Sheldon, Alfred Sheldon's wife. Any chance of a visit?
I don't see why not. Bit of notice would have been useful.
Sudden request.
About time. According to this, I'm due for some grab about now.
Yeah. All right.
Peggy, what's she doing here?
I wanted to see you.
I'll leave you to it then, yeah?
Any trouble?
His element. I'm beginning to think he got himself caught just to wind us up.
All right, I'm cooperating.
Well, Malcolm Smith, Sarge. Suspicion of wounding with intent.
Says who, eh? Who's accusing me?
We found this at the flat.
I mean, DIY.
Shut it. Plus racist literature. And we found this T-shirt in the washing machine.
Got a nosebleed, didn't I?
What are you doing?
You stupid
She's gone mad.
You had to ruin it, didn't you? What am I going to tell Malcolm, Vicky? They granddad's a villain. You stupid...
Hey, come on. Okay. That's enough.
I told you, I don't know nothing about no First 11. I never touched no one with a knife. I never heard of Ashley Johnson.
A witness saw you and 2 other youths attacking him.
Who? Who's accusing me? This Johnson geezer?
No.
I've got a right to know, you know. In this country, in England, you got to face your accuser, ain't you, eh?
In court, yeah.
That's why we're civilised, see?
And jungle bunnies aren't, I suppose.
Well, you said it. Only I prefer to call them by their proper name. Spade, coon, wog, nigger.
What exactly have you got against black people, Mr. Smith?
Nothing. I just think they should go back to where they come from, that's all.
Ashley Johnson comes from Manchester.
My point exactly.
Have you heard of DNA testing, Mr. Smith? It means we can match the blood on your T-shirt, not only to a blood group, but to a specific individual. So if it comes from Ashley Johnson, you'll have a lot of explaining to do, won't you?
Well, so will he and all.
Meaning?
Deserved it, didn't he? For what he's lot done to Terry.
Revenge? Well, yes, sir. According to Smith, Johnson's part of a gang called the Dreadheads that attacked one of his mates a few weeks ago. Terry MacDonald. He's still in hospital, apparently.
Nearly put his eye out, as I seem to recall.
Yeah, well, they've been looking for a chance to get back at them ever since.
How does Smith know that it was this other gang?
They left a Dreadhead's calling card, he says.
Very civilised. Smith said who his companions were.
Not yet, sir. We're letting him stew a bit.
Well, in the meantime, have a word with the officer in the case, and if he okays it, I'd say another visit to Ashley Johnson's in order, wouldn't you?
Sir.
Wonder how the little scrote's going to try and wriggle out of this one.
Oh, for a moment there, I thought you were going soft, Steve. All lads together, eh?
No way.
I'm sorry. I don't know what come over me. I'm not normally like that.
It's all right.
When I asked him why he did it, to his face, he looked so pathetic, sheepish. And I thought, you don't care. You just don't care about me or the kids or anybody. I waited a long time for that man over the years. Just been wasting my time.
I'm sorry, but Ashley Johnson discharged himself about half an hour ago. We wanted him to stay in overnight in case of any internal injury, but as the X-ray showed nothing was broken, he decided to leave. Sorry.
Thanks for informing us, love.
OK, what's Johnson's address?
"36 Highland Terrace."
Squat. Rule number 1, change the locks.
We'll go and try around the back.
Right.
Hello, Ashley. Oi! Kath, round the back!
I want a word with you.
Congratulations. You have just met the Dreadheads. Have a nice day.
Ashley Johnson, I'm arresting you on suspicion of assault and wounding with intent. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say will be taken down and may be used in evidence. Do you understand? You better call an ambulance.
Not straight down the neck, you are going soft.
I just want to make sure he can stand up in court. You should have listened to the doctor, shouldn't you, Ashley?
Quite a woman, your wife.
She's too good for me anyway. Look, what am I looking at here? Seriously.
10 years, give or take a bit. It's hard to say. The gun was real, it was loaded, and you looked as though you were prepared to use it.
And if I cooperate?
Up to the judge.
Well, I don't suppose she'll wait for me either way, and I don't blame her at all. I've done some stupid things in my time, but this.
So why'd you do it then?
I told you. I heard these two blokes talking in the pub.
Which blokes?
Gary Mills and some mate of his, I don't know, Mick something.
And?
And I thought, I want some of that.
Money?
No, the buzz. There's nothing like it. You walk in a place with a sawn off, you put one barrel in the ceiling, you say, who wants the next? And they're all down on the deck like good, you know what I mean?
Are you telling me you did it for the excitement?
Come on. Don't tell me that while you wasn't waiting outside that building society, you didn't feel it at all.
Personally, I can do without the thrill of looking down the wrong end of a sawn-off.
Oh, well, that's it, isn't it? You're looking down the wrong end. Me? It's like booze to an alky, I suppose.
Let me get this right. You say you heard these guys talking about their raid on the City and National and you couldn't help yourself. At 66 years old?
Right. You heard the story of the frog and the scorpion? This frog sitting on the riverbank, along comes this scorpion, right? He says, oi, you can swim. Get a lift to the other side. Oh, leave it out, says the frog. What happens if you sting me? Don't be daft, says the scorpion. If I sting you, I'll drown, don't I? Oh, fair enough, says the frog. So the scorpion gets on his back, and halfway across, he stings him. Oh, dear me, what'd you do that for, says the frog. Now we're both gonna die. I'm a scorpion, says the scorpion.